Hey guys, this Reviews and More back with a quick fitness item in review. As always, if you find this review helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, and it really helps me out and helps the channel keep going. Alright, so first thing, the title of this video is going to be something like My Problem with Gatorade Protein Powder, or The Problem with Gatorade Protein Powder, and I want to point this out that this is my issue, but it also seems to be the issue with a lot of other customers who try this stuff out. So first, I'll go over the positives. The taste is great. This is salted caramel, and it does just fine. It tastes really good, and I enjoy the flavor of it. Second, the protein profile seems just fine. It's a little bit high on the carb side at 5 grams of carbs per serving, but if you're not doing keto or anything, it should be okay. The mixability of it is very, very nice. You're going to see a mixing test followed by a strainer test to see how well it emulsifies and doesn't leave a bunch of grains behind. But the one thing that really bugs me about it, and it's really just a personal preference, but it seems to be a personal preference that a lot of other customers have, is that the product is just too daggone thick when it's blended. I tend to dilute my protein powders pretty heavy in water. I don't like a thick protein shake anyway, but this particular product has 2 ingredients that are the culprits behind making this particular item so thick when mixed. And what you're going to see here is about 30-ish ounces of water mixed with the ounce or so of powder, so close to a 32 ounce mixture. But when the final test, you'll actually see it straining into a 32-ounce beer stein or a beer mug, and it is slow to strain because it is a very, very thick shake, and that's with almost tripling the amount of recommended liquid that goes into it. I could not imagine drinking this myself if it were just eight or so ounces of liquid put in there, and certainly using milk would just be a non-starter for me personally, as well for many others who don't like drinking something quite that thick. Now, towards the end, you'll see an ingredient list that comes from Gatorade's website for this particular item. The culprit for most of the shakes is an ingredient called xanthan gum, and the secondary culprit in this one is also gum arabic. Gum arabic is an ingredient you probably see a lot of in things like candies, gummies, that kind of stuff, because it basically, that's what it does. It makes that gummy consistency. It gets all that stuff in there. The xanthan gum is a thickening agent and sometimes used in things like gravies. Other stuff is a flavorless ingredient, just like xanthan gum is flavorless. I'm sorry, just like gum arabic is flavorless. But both those ingredients together basically make this a very, very thick concoction when it's finally done. And again, look at the positive here. Look how well it strains. There's no grit or anything. There's no powder left over. It mixes very well in an electric blender with water. But those 2 ingredients, the xanthan gum and the gum arabic, do make it very thick. As I said, gum arabic is often used in things like candies and gels, that kind of stuff. Xanthan gum is just another thickening agent, as I stated before, but the only time I've ever seen it is actually with those little cups of I'm going to say mac and cheese, or Velveeta shells and cheese. If you ever open them up, you'll notice there's this white powder all around the shells or whatever noodles in there. That's xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is just a flavorless powder that emulsifies in liquid and makes the liquid thicker, much like cornstarch, but it doesn't get gritty, so it just mixes really well. But the result here is that you get a very, very thick final product even when blended in a blender with a large amount of liquid. I tried blending this with 8 ounces. It was just unpleasant. It was undrinkable for me. It made me gag. I don't like drinking thick, lukewarm liquids. Cold, it might be better, but overall, it's a good product, but just understand when you buy this product, it will be thicker than a lot of other brands of protein powder and their final results. And again, guys, if you found this review helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out, and have a great day.